Alright, so I'm gonna show you how to rekey a lock. This is for like a 08 to 16 column. I got it off Amazon. It was like 50 bucks. So SW-6991. That's the part number. It comes with all the cylinders and pins and all the springs and the lube and the little door hatch thingy. So yeah, I've never rekeyed a lock before. I think I pretty much got it figured out. So I'm gonna show you what you gotta do. So figure out what fucking key you want to use. I'm using my 6-7 key, so the 7-3 and the 6-7 have the same keys. So what had happened was, I think an ex-girlfriend stole the 7-3 keys. Luckily I got spares, but I don't trust her, and I ain't even gonna risk it getting stolen or anything. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna fucking rekey it, and we're gonna do an 08 column swap on the 7-3. I'm pretty dang confident what's gonna happen. So what you're gonna do is I drew my key on a piece of paper. So there's 8 sections to your key. We're only gonna use the first 6 of them. Well, from 8 to 3. So there's 7 slots on here. I'm not gonna use that last one because the last one, I don't know. If you use that last one, you can't get it in. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, just use the first 6. So what I did was I drew my key down to here. I figured out where everything is. So as you know, you got yourself a little. This one was like kind of medium up. This one was cut all the way down. This was kind of medium. This one was really high, and then kind of low and medium, and then this is not cut. So what I figured out with these not cut, this part of the key right here is the smaller the number, the smaller the pin is. The smaller number pin you're gonna need. So if your key's it's a pretty high bump, it's probably gonna be like a 2 or a 3, versus if your key's a really cut groove really down in there at the bottom, it's probably gonna be like a 5 or a 4. So you can get that. So I just drew mine. I kept track, so I know I started from the bag of keys. So what I did was, I start grabbing pins and dropping them in. So now you can see they got those little bitty holes. Those little bitty holes hold the springs. That's what keeps everything, bringing up. So you drop your little spring in there. But don't do that yet. Don't do any springs yet, because you do that, you pop them in the lock. They can be a pain in the butt to get them out. And don't use pliers to get them out. Use a little flathead, put it in there, and pop it out. Alright? Don't damage them using fucking pliers. Ask me how I know. So, yeah, just start dropping pins in there. So that one was kind of a medium one, so I went with a 4. And then here's a 4. Get it in there, pop it in. So you start in there. That's what I do is I hold it up and it fits pretty level. But now I flip it upside down. Shit is dead on that one. But let's just drop a bunch of randos in there. See what happens. So there's ones on. You gotta put 3 on each side. Remember that. They're not all on the same side. Because 3 of them use this top side of the key and 3 use this bottom side of the key. So remember that. If I can get these bastards in here. We don't want to actually put the right one in there. I gotta show you stuff. Alright. The fuck. Go. Wiggle. There we go. Alright, so put a bunch of pins in there for an example. So right now this is closed, so this would be working, but when you stick the key in there, it moves them. So see how that fucker's sticking up? So that's not the right pin. This one's kind of sticking up. That's not even right. You got one down here that's sticking up. So those ones are clearly wrong. So you just gotta start sticking them in and out. And when you put the key in, just make sure they're flush. And what I like to do is push down on the side that does not have the spring. So typically it's on the bottom. So let's see if you look. See how this groove's smaller than that one? See, I push on it because the spring's gonna hold it up. So hopefully you're understanding this. Hopefully, I'll suck at explaining this because I've never rekeyed a lock before. But what I do is I get a little flathead and I'll just push them back out. But yeah, you just gotta play with them back and forth. Just stick pins in and out. Don't put the springs in until you know exactly what you need. And so what I did for each groove is when I figured out exactly what pin worked great, I put a number on it. Went to the next groove, put a number on it. Put a number. So now I can just look at my numbers, grab the pins, and I already know exactly what pins I need for this key. So once you get that all figured out, playing with them, go ahead and stick the right ones in there. But I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me push all these bastards out. There we go. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to start from the back, so I know I need a 4. So go ahead and grab a spring and a number 4, or whatever one you need. Get a little bit of lubricant, lube her up. Alright, so what I do is drop the spring in there, and the little, see where the spring goes in the little hole right there. There's 3 on this side, and then you got 3 on that side. So go ahead and put your pin in there, and you see that's what that little section right there is for. The spring grabs onto that, so you go ahead and drop that in there. If you try to push with your hand, you probably can't. You can push super hard, but what I do is I just put it upside down and push on the bench, and you hear it pop. Boom, perfect. You know, and make sure when you push up and down, make sure it moves nice and freely, and then just do the rest of them. So my next one's a 5. Grab your nice spring, grab you a whatever fucking number you need, lube her up, alright, and just shoot down the fucking line. So flip it over, go to the next one, drop her down, click it in, boom. Alright, next one I need is a 3. 3 in the spring, lube her up. So yeah, I'd say the longest part is figuring out what exact combo you need. So I mean, it doesn't take that long. Just make sure you don't put the springs in. So I click it in. I will go next one, which is a 2. We got a 2. Grab a spring, grab some lube, mix it up. Drop the spring in there. There you go. Yeah, there we go. This is going good. Alright, so next one I've got is a 4. Yeah, 4. So move it up. Let me get a 4. Oh man, I got some hair in there. That should be fine. Just kidding. Alright, so next one right there. Hoping to collect a bunch of pins so I could always rekey a truck if I need to. Alright, so the next one I need is a 3. Yeah, I need 3 and a spring. Make sure you can't use too much grease. You want this lock to last forever. Use the grease. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I've got all 6 in there. So see how they're popping up like that? It's not really a circle cylinder anymore. So that's what this is, the lock position. So when your key's not in this is what it is. Like let's say for instance, let's put the original 7.3 key in there and see what happens. Oh man, she don't even want to go in. Oh wait, that's right. So the cylinder holds them closed just a little bit. So you got a kind of a system. So this is my 7.3 key now. If we look really close, I'm gonna clean it up. They're not sitting level. They're sitting all jankety and not good. So this will not smooth spin inside that hole, because you see the 2 notches. So when that's all expanded out, it gets caught in those grooves. So that's how it locks. You know, just sitting in there just like that, it just won't lock. And then when you stick the right key in there, it all gets sucked in. Look at that, that's a perfect circle. It's perfect. So you can spin all up in here all you want. Look at that, that's beautiful. Versus you fucking did it wrong. Like for instance, this is the 7.3 key. Nothing happened. Wrong key all day. So yeah. So then the next step is to put the cylinder in the thingamajig. So what you're gonna do is where is it at? There's a little block. Oh wait, before you do that, you gotta put the little door on. Put the little door, the little black piece, this little part. Let's see. So there. So put the flat part in the middle, and then you're gonna grab your little white retainer clip, is what I'm gonna call it, and click it in. Make sure you click it in right. See how it's sitting like that? It's all nice and flush, and everything, so that now when your key goes in, it's got a nice little door, and voila, this thing's ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So, alright, next step is this little block part is going to slide into that little groove right there. So that little piece sticking up on, Hopefully you see it. That little piece right there is going to slide into there. So once you get it almost to the bottom, you're going to be like, it's still not going all the way. What you need is you get it in there, you got to turn it. So that's how it locks, keeps this in there. So, but when you get down there, it's not going to happen. So what you're going to have to do is put the key in there. You're going to have to twist this little part a little bit. Because if you look down in there, I don't think you can, but you got one look in there. So, stick it in. You can be like, oh, it's still not going. I can't. What you need to do is individually push in each pin one at a time with your nail or a flathead. Push one in. Just work your way one at a time. And boom. But you'll be like, you get to that last one, you're like, it won't go any farther. It won't go. So that's where you need to grab your key and just stick it in just a little bit. Spin this sucker until you can get this in. Make sure that pin's ready to go. Oh, you hear that? See it clicked in? Then you're going to spin it. And then you hear it lock in place. So now this tumbler is good to go. You got your door in place. You can put your key in there. Ooh. And boom. Boom, we got a working lock. Look at that. So now let's see. And it won't come out of any other position. It only come out in unlock. So let's see. Let's try my old 7-3 key, which is the wrong key. It still goes in. Oh, we got none. We got none, boys. But then, boom, we stick in my new 6-7 key. Ha, 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 ha. And now, if you want to get back out, it's going to be kind of a bitch. So, what you're going to have to do is